The Ryan twins and me have grown old together. Huh? What? What are you talking about, Baseball King? I'll explain on today's episode of Baseball King Collectibles. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the studio. Welcome back to the show. For you new subscribers out there who don't know about anything about me, I am a longtime baseball card collector, a longtime autograph collector of all sports, mostly baseball, and a longtime celebrity autograph collector as well, of in-person celebrity collector only, and an in-person baseball collector only. Most of my autographs are in person, put it that way. All the celebrities back there, you can see I change that up around all the time. So if you guys select celebrities, I have some videos I'll specifically make just on celebrities. We do wrestling videos on here. We do, you name it. This is called Baseball King Collectibles because that's what we are. We collect everything here. So today's show, we got a good one, I think. We're going back in time. Once again, we are going to go way back in time to 1968, where the Detroit Tigers ruled the baseball world, led by Denny McLain and his 31 wins. And of course, it was just the baseball. It was the year of the pitcher that year. It was just an incredible year. The hitters couldn't hit, but the pitchers were just dominating. And next year they had to lower the mound because of that reason. But a young fifth grader, which is me, 1968, I was collecting baseball cards. I was my fourth year of collecting. I started in 63, little bit. 64, I got a lot. 65, 66 was my main set that I still have. I didn't throw nothing out from 66. I should say my father didn't throw nothing out from 1966. All right, I would never threw nothing out. So my 66 cards were saved. So was my 1968 set, which we'll talk about today. The 68 set, which I love and dear. I don't know what happened to 67, see? It got tossed. I had the 67, so what are you going to do? At least some of my young collections survived. And wasn't easy collecting cards back then. You know, the series came out one at a time. It was like 110 cards each series till you got to Series 7. So they come out in March, April, May, June. Every 4, 5, 6 weeks, a new series would come out back then. It wasn't the whole set at one time like it is now, or the last 30 years, whatever they've been doing it, 50 years along, whatever. So back then it was one series at a time. So to get each card, you get one pack at a time. That's it. It was one pack at a time. How old was I? 11 years old. I had a quarter in my pocket for lunch and a pack of cards left over, a nickel. You know what I mean? That's all we had back then. I didn't grow up in a fancy place there. You can see right here, I'll show you a picture. Where I grew up, apartment building complex. The school was on the same block on the corner. And the stores, you can see the row of stores right there also on the left-hand side, and my building where I lived. You can see, so I didn't have to leave the block. I didn't have to cross the street. I didn't do anything. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 kids were roaming the street back then. There was nothing going on bad in Brooklyn back then. Back in the 1960s, it was great to live in Brooklyn back then. It was just the fourth largest city, they say. It was just a very, very special place to grow up in. As fellow Brooklynites out there, for sure what I'm talking about. But anyway, it was just easy to, walk to the store, nonchalant. You have lunch from school, pick up a pack of cards, open them up. You don't think about it. You don't care who it is, superstar, I want the Yankees. I'm looking for Yankees, of course. So the first series, I think I completed, I bought a number of cards. I completed almost every series that year until Series 7. Series 2 comes along, and that's where the Nolan Ryan card is. All right, so of course I pick up as many packs as I can. Series 3 again, you got Mantle, you got the bench rookie in there, so many packs as I can. Yeah, many packs as I could afford. Not as many packs as I didn't think about. Oh, I got to get Mantle. I got to get 2, 3, 4. If I have one, I'm lucky. I'm happy. So I did get one. Card number 280 in the series is my Mantle. A little off center. That's fine. This is my original pack pull from 1968. Fresh out of the pack. It's still fresh out of the pack. Didn't go anywhere. It didn't. It never played games in the streets when we played colors and we played all kinds of games. You flipped the cards and all kinds of games we made up. Were great games. There's the back of the card. I mean, would you consider this a 7? I would. I mean, the grading is tough today. It's off center, but there's nothing. The corners are like you could cut yourself on those corners. They're sharp. All right. So that's with 68 Mantle. All right. This was in the third series, I believe. Yes, third series. It was card number 280. Also in that series was none other than Johnny Bench. All right, we want the glare, a little glare. So Bench, of course, this turned out to be a big card, of course, one of the top cards of the 1960s for any rookie card. Of course, it's right up there with, with Rose and of course Ryan and of course Carlton and all the big rookies that year. All right, bench. Beautiful, right? A little off center, too. You can tap it down a little. See, it's a little off center. Again, these cards back in the 60s were very hard to get centered. I'll show you the back. And look at the prices of these. We'll see. I'll throw the price on the mantle, too, and all that. But again, it's not about the price for me. This is about having the card, all right? Pack pulled, 1968. Still in my original collection. And why have one when you could have two? Right? Why have one when you could have two? Okay? So here's the second bench. This one is, just as a little bit better centering, I think. I don't know. You tell me. It's hard to say. We'll put them side by side. We'll take a look here. It's hard to really say one or the other, which one's better, which one's not. I don't know. But either way, I think they're worthy of sevens because there's no creases. There's no the corners. Look at these corners. If I get sharp in there. They're sharp. That's all I got to say. They're real sharp. Like I say, the backs are up center, which is notorious for the 68s. It's just, I don't know what they were thinking. They just took the thing and cut. Nobody's lining nothing up. I don't even think they had a thing to line something up. They probably didn't even have the tool. So who the hell knows? Right back in 68, what was going on. And baseball cards wasn't a big deal. It was just a nickel a pack, a penny a card. So nobody was, it was not a big deal at all. But I got two benches. And I got the mantle. Right in there. Okay. So we got these are the three main cards if you don't have Ryan. All right. But of course we got Ryan. And I've never met Nolan Ryan in person. So as Nolan Ryan goes, I'm a big in-person autograph collector. I will not pay for an autograph, all his autograph. I won't, but I had to pay for one. I got one autograph in my collection. I actually have another one that my brother got years ago. It's in my collection. He gave it to me years ago. But this one I did purchase online. Nolan Ryan autographs are very inexpensive. I paid under $100 for this probably. It's not even, he signs a lot. He's still around. It's in a Beckett slab, which people do not like. I love that. Doesn't matter. It's an autograph. It's not a baseball card. An autograph, Beckett certifies it. It's certified. That's good enough for me. I don't need it slabbed in a PSA. Or JS. That don't matter. As long as the autograph is authenticated. That's all that matters. Buy it as low as you can for the price you can and the price you want to pay. That's what I always say. So anyway, getting to the Ryans. It's the twins. It's the Nolan Ryan twins. All right. Why are they twins? Because they look exactly alike. If I cut them from a mold and you said, I just reprinted them, you would say, wow, how'd you do that? They look exactly alike. Here they are. I got them in the one touches. I'll show you one at a time. I don't see nothing wrong other than the centering, which you're going to see them all like this. Very rare, very few are centered better than this online right now. There's very few. You're not going to see any, if any, maybe one. But the prices are all across the board. Like I said, I'm just going by sevens because why wouldn't this be a seven? What's wrong with it that it wouldn't be a seven? The corners are sharp. There's not a crease in sight. It's just a little off center. So does the off centering bring it down 3 points, down to from a 10 to a 7? You tell me. I don't know. Here's the backs on both. Like I said, they're very, very, very similar. All around they're very similar. I still call them the twins. I can't see much difference between the two of them. I'll hold them up a little better if I can. There's not much. I've been calling them the twins for years. I don't know why, but perfectly. So like I said, why have one when you have two? Pack pulled, pack fresh. Okay, if you want to say that, because these really, back in '68, who was Nolan Ryan? We didn't even know who he was. So. But I wasn't playing with the cards no more. 5th grade already. I was getting there, We only had one more year of card collecting. After that, you go into middle school. Not cool to collect cards once you get to middle school in 7th grade and all that. So you collect them while you can when you're young. So the value of these, I don't know. Number 7, what do you think as a PSA? Would they be less than a 7? I don't know. I'm looking at it. I'm looking again. What do you think? Could be an 8. I could be wrong. It could be an 8. Could be an 8.5. Would it be a 9 or a 10? I doubt it because they just don't hand those out. And they got to be perfectly centered, which you're never going to find them. So that's my Nolan Ryan twin story and how they got to me in person. I love these cards. I didn't get them graded yet. One day I might. I was going to go to the last Beckett show at Westchester. They had a representative. You drop them off. The next show I find close to my house, I'm going to drop them off, and I want to eventually get these PSA. But like I said, just for curiosity, not for any value. I'm never going to sell them. It could be worth a penny. It could be worth $10,000. It has zero value because it's worth holding in my hand. I can't buy nothing to this. I tried going to the grocery store and give this to buy something, they're going to throw me out of the store, even though they don't know what it's worth, right? So it's worth nothing. It's zero value, baseball cards, unless you sell it. So it's not worth nothing until you sell it, and I'm not selling it. So there's my value anyway. Guys, thanks so much for coming back. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. And watch a couple old videos of mine. Why not? Help out the channel. All you can do is click on it, watch it for a few minutes. You like it, you like it. You don't move on to the next. Try a couple. You're going to like a couple of them, I promise you. And stay tuned for the next episode of Baseball King Collectibles. See you then.